Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that is crucial to every person who seeks to build a life that matters, the power of focusing on yourself and your dreams. I know that may sound self-centered at first, but bear with me. This isn't about selfishness, but rather about understanding the foundation from which true, meaningful progress comes. First and foremost, self-awareness is the cornerstone. If you don't understand who you are, what drives you, what holds you back, what makes you come alive, then how can you expect to chart a course that takes you anywhere? Self-awareness is about asking yourself the hard questions. What do I want? What am I afraid of? What's my greatest strength? And perhaps most importantly, what can I do about all of this? The answers you find will shape your journey. Once you've done that, it's time to take responsibility for your life. No one is coming to fix things for you. You cannot delegate your dreams to others, nor can you blame the world for your failures. So every choice you make, every decision you don't act on shapes your future. But here's the liberating truth. Once you accept that responsibility, everything becomes yours to command. You get to decide where you go, how you get there, and who you become along the way. This is power, the power of being in control. But clarity is key. It's not enough to just have a dream. You need to set clear, actionable goals. Without direction, your dream is nothing more than a vague hope. But if you break it down step by step into manageable goals, suddenly the path becomes clearer. Just make each goal specific, make them measurable, and make them time-bound. A dream without a plan is just a wish, but a dream with a plan is a powerful force. Now, dreams don't come true with mere desire. They come true with discipline and consistency. The world doesn't care about your natural talent. What matters is how often you show up, how much effort you put in, and how much time you invest. It's the small, repeated actions that compound over time that turn you from someone who dreams into someone who achieves. And that's what matters. Consistency beats talent every time. But make no mistake, there will be obstacles. The road to success is not smooth, and there are times when the world will throw challenges at you. And guess what? Those obstacles are not roadblocks, they are opportunities. They are the very things that test your resolve, that shape your character. It is through adversity that we find out what we are truly made of. It's not the obstacles that define you, but how you rise above them that matters. We must also remember that patience is an essential virtue in this journey. We live in a world that glorifies instant gratification, but dreams take time. Real success is not something you get overnight. It requires enduring through the tough moments, holding your vision, and delaying satisfaction for something far greater. Your dream will unfold at its own pace, and that's okay. Trust the process and allow your growth to happen naturally. To protect that dream, you must also guard your mental and emotional space. There is so much noise in the world, distractions, criticism, negativity. These things have a way of wearing you down, stealing your energy. But you must be diligent, set boundaries, protect your time, your energy, and your focus. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, people who believe in your potential, because you cannot afford to be in a space where your energy is constantly drained. And finally, the most important thing to remember, embrace the journey, not just the destination. It's easy to think that the end goal is the prize, but true fulfillment comes from the process itself. The person you are becoming, the lessons you are learning, the character you are building along the way, these are the things that will ultimately bring you joy, not just the achievement of a singular goal. So I ask you, what is your dream? What are you willing to do to make it real? Are you ready to take responsibility for your life and commit to it, no matter what obstacles stand in your way? Because in the end, the power to shape your future lies within you. And if you focus on yourself truly, deeply, and consistently, you will have everything you need. Self-awareness is the bedrock of every meaningful journey. It's the compass that guides you when the path gets foggy, the mirror that reflects not only who you are, but who you can become. Without it, you're walking through life blindfolded, hoping that things will just work out. But the reality is, if you don't know where you are, how can you possibly know where you're going? Self-awareness is about asking the hard questions and having the courage to answer them truthfully. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What drives you and what scares you? In those moments when you sit down with yourself, away from distractions, and reflect deeply, that's when the magic happens. You begin to uncover not just the person you've been, but the person you are capable of becoming. You see, the dreams buried beneath layers of fear, doubt, and insecurity. The truth is, you can't change what you don't understand. If you don't take the time to really know yourself, you'll never know what is possible for you. The more you explore your own thoughts, your own desires, and the ways in which you hold yourself back, the clearer your path becomes. Self-awareness is not just about understanding your current situation, it's about unlocking the full potential that lies dormant within you. The power to change, to grow, to push past limitations all begins with understanding your own mind, your own heart. And when you truly see yourself, not as you wish you were, but as you truly are, something powerful happens. You take ownership of your story. It's easy to be distracted by the world around you, by what others are doing, by the images of success that flood your social media feeds, by the noise of opinions and judgments. But in all of that chaos, the voice that matters most is your own. That's where self-awareness becomes a lifeline. It's not about comparing yourself to others. It's about understanding the unique blueprint that you've been given and using that as the foundation for everything you do. When you know yourself, when you understand your motivations, your fears, your limits, and your dreams, you become unstoppable. This is where true power lies, not in the approval of others or the validation from external sources, but in the quiet confidence that comes from knowing exactly who you are and what you want. Self-awareness isn't just a tool for success, it's the very thing that ensures you're building something that is authentic, something that will last. The journey of life, the pursuit of your dreams, will not always be easy. There will be struggles, setbacks, and moments when you question everything. But if you know who you are, if you are deeply aware of what drives you and what holds you back, you will be able to rise above those challenges and continue moving forward with purpose. And remember, self-awareness isn't a destination, it's an ongoing process. Every day is an opportunity to learn more about yourself, to peel back another layer of your potential. With each new revelation, you'll find that your path becomes clearer, your purpose more defined, and your ability to overcome obstacles stronger. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built, and without it, nothing else truly matters. The first step toward creating a life of fulfillment and meaning is understanding who you are at your core. And once you do that, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Taking responsibility for your life is the single most empowering choice you can make. It's the moment you stop looking for someone else to fix things, the moment you realize that your future isn't in the hands of fate or the circumstances around you. It's in your hands, and it always has been. We live in a world that often tries to shift the blame the economy, blame your upbringing, blame your luck, but the truth is, your life is a result of the choices you make, and it's up to you to shape it. No one can live your life for you. No one can face your challenges or walk your path. The responsibility to act, to change, and to grow rests squarely with you. When you take responsibility for your life, you move from a position of passivity into one of power. You stop being a victim of circumstances and instead start being the author of your own story. You are no longer a bystander watching the world happen around you. You become an active participant, making decisions, taking action, and shaping the course of your destiny. The world might throw obstacles in your way, but the way you respond is entirely within your control. When you own your decisions, your successes, and your failures, you embrace the truth that you are the one who has the power to change. You stop waiting for someone else to come along and save you because you realize that you are capable of saving yourself. This is the key to personal growth, owning your mistakes without shame and your achievements without arrogance. Acknowledge that you may have made poor choices, but recognize that these choices don't define you. They teach you, they help you become wiser, more resilient. And when you stand up and take responsibility for your actions, you take control over your future. You stop being a victim of your past and start becoming the master of your destiny. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe it to yourself to rise above your circumstances and create something meaningful. By taking responsibility, you also free yourself from the weight of excuses. It's easy to blame others for your problems, your parent job, your environment. But when you do that, you relinquish control. You give away your power to change. The truth is, if you're not responsible for your own life, you're at the mercy of external forces. You become reactive, constantly waiting for something to happen to make your life better. But when you own it, when you say, this is my life and I will make it what I want, you become proactive. You stop waiting for life to happen to you and you start making life happen for you. Every challenge you face, every setback you encounter becomes an opportunity for you to take action, to decide what to do next. That's power. The beauty of taking responsibility is that it's not just about making the right choices in the easy moments. It's about facing the hard truths and taking action even when things are tough. It's about getting up after failure, about continuing to move forward when it feels like the world is against you. The road won't always be smooth, it won't always be clear. But when you take responsibility, you don't need everything to be perfect. You just need to keep moving, keep learning, keep growing, keep adapting. And as you do that, you start to realize something profound. The more responsibility you take, the more power you gain. You stop waiting for permission from others, for validation, for someone to tell you that you're ready. You decide that you are ready. You decide that you are capable. You choose to act not because you know everything, but because you trust yourself enough to take the next step, even if it's uncertain. This is where true personal freedom lies, in the ability to shape your own life by owning every moment, every choice, and every challenge. Setting clear goals is not just about writing down what you want to achieve. It's about creating a vision for your life and turning that vision into a roadmap. Without clear goals, you are like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly on the vast ocean of possibility, hoping you'll end up somewhere meaningful. But hope is not a strategy. Goals are the anchor that holds you steady in the midst of uncertainty and the fuel that propels you forward when the road gets tough. When you set clear goals, you create a destination and you begin to move with intention towards something that matters. Goals give your life direction. They focus your energy on what truly matters rather than letting distractions pull you in 1,000 different directions. It's easy to get lost in the noise of the world, to be swept up by the demands of others, or to fall into the trap of immediate gratification. But when you have clear goals, you stop being at the mercy of external forces and start taking control of your own destiny. Every action you take, every decision you make becomes aligned with that vision. Your goals become the filter through which you evaluate everything in your life. Is this action helping you move closer to your dream, or is it pulling you away? When you set clear goals, you know exactly what is worth your time and what isn't. But goals aren't just about having a direction, they are also about giving you something to measure, something to strive for. Dreams can feel nebulous and distant like clouds in the sky, but goals turn those clouds into something tangible, something you can grab hold of. When you break your dreams down into specific actionable steps, suddenly you can see the path ahead of you. Each goal becomes a milestone, a checkpoint on your journey. As you hit those small goals, you gain momentum. You build confidence. You prove to yourself that what seemed impossible is, in fact, very possible. The power of clear goals is that they show you your progress, no matter how small, and help you stay focused on the bigger picture. There's also a profound sense of satisfaction that comes with achieving a goal. When you set a goal and you work tirelessly to achieve it, the sense of accomplishment is unlike anything else. It's a testament to your discipline, your resilience, and your commitment. You're not waiting for someone to hand you success. You're building it with your own two hands, one clear goal at a time. That sense of achievement, no matter how big or small, propels you forward, motivating you to set even bigger goals and continue pushing beyond what you thought was possible. But it's not just about achieving something, it's about the person you become in the process. Goals are not only about reaching an end point, they are about the transformation that happens inside of you. Every time you commit to a goal, you learn something new about yourself. You discover your strengths, your limits, your ability to overcome obstacles, and your capacity for growth. Goals are the vehicles for self-discovery. They challenge you to push beyond your comfort zone, to develop new skills, to expand your capabilities. Through each goal, you evolve into a more capable, more resilient version of yourself. And don't forget that goals also give you clarity in times of uncertainty. Life can be unpredictable. You will face moments when the road ahead is unclear, when you feel like you've lost your way. In those moments, your goals become your guiding light. They remind you of why you started. They bring focus to the chaos, and they give you the strength to keep moving forward, even when you're not sure what comes next. When everything else feels uncertain, your goals are your anchor, keeping you grounded and focused on what matters most. The beauty of setting clear goals is that they give you power over your own fate. By breaking down your dreams into specific, actionable steps, you're no longer waiting for luck, timing, or circumstances to align. You're taking matters into your own hands. Your discipline and consistency are the true drivers of success. Talent alone will never carry you to the heights you dream of. It's the ability to show up day after day, to keep pushing even when the initial excitement fades, that will determine whether or not you reach your goals. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be, and consistency is the fuel that keeps that bridge strong enough to carry you across. It's easy to feel motivated when things are fresh and new, when your energy is high and your enthusiasm is unshakable. But motivation is a fleeting feeling. It comes and goes in waves. Discipline, however, is a decision. It's a commitment to yourself no matter what. Consistency is about making that commitment every day, even when it feels like nothing is happening. We all want success, but success doesn't come from a single burst of effort or a few intense days of hard work. It comes from the small, seemingly insignificant actions that we take consistently over time. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who fall short isn't found in talent, luck, or intelligence. It's found in the relentless pursuit of improvement, no matter how slow it may seem. The great truth is this progress is often invisible in the moment. You may not see the results immediately. You may put in the work and feel like nothing is changing, but every effort you make compounds. Every day you show up, every small task you complete, every time you push through the discomfort, you are building something much greater than you realize. You are building momentum. And that momentum over time is what will carry you forward when others have stopped, when others have given up. Discipline is also the muscle that helps you overcome distractions. Life is filled with temptations, with diversions that seem more exciting or easier than the hard, necessary work of pursuing your goals. It's easy to say, I'll do it tomorrow, or I need a break, but those moments of complacency are the silent killers of progress. Discipline forces you to make the right choices, even when the easier path calls to you. It's about choosing what's difficult today for the greater rewards of tomorrow. When you discipline yourself, you make the decision to put in the work even when it feels hard, even when you're tired, even when you'd rather do something else. It's in those moments of resistance that your future self is made. Consistency also requires a mindset shift. It's not about expecting overnight results, nor is it about rushing the process. It's about trusting in the process, about believing that your small daily actions are building the life you desire. Many people give up too soon because they don't see the immediate results of their hard work. But the key to success lies in understanding that the things worth having take time. Greatness doesn't arrive in an instant, it's earned bit by bit, choice by choice, day by day. The magic happens when you embrace the mundane, the repetition, the daily grind, because this is where growth happens. It's easy to chase the big moments, but it's the quiet, consistent effort that makes those moments possible. There's also a sense of pride that comes from knowing you've committed to something and that you've stuck with it even when it's not easy. Discipline creates a relationship of trust between you and yourself. It tells you that you can count on you, that no matter what, you will show up for your dreams, and consistency reinforces that trust. Every time you complete the task, you prove to yourself that you are capable of doing what you say you'll do and that you can be relied upon to push forward, even when the results. Adversity is not something you can avoid, nor is it something that should be feared. In fact, adversity is one of life's most powerful teachers. It comes for all of us at different times and in different forms. Whether it's a personal loss, a professional setback, or the weight of unforeseen challenges, adversity tests the very core of who we are. But here's the thing, it's not the adversity itself that defines us, it's how we respond to it. The road to success is never a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and obstacles that will force you to decide what you're made of. You can let adversity break you, or you can let it build you. Facing adversity is often uncomfortable, it's painful, it tests your limits. But it's in those moments when everything feels like it's falling apart that you're given the greatest opportunity to rise. Adversity pushes you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to confront your deepest fears, your weaknesses, and your doubts. In those moments, you can choose to be a victim of circumstance, or you can choose to be a student of life, learning lessons you can't learn any other way. It's through hardship that you find strength you didn't know you had, and resilience becomes a muscle you didn't know you could build. One of the greatest gifts adversity gives us is the chance to redefine what we're capable of. It's easy to feel confident when everything is going well, when success comes easily, when the winds are at your back. But it's in the storms of life, when the winds are against you and the odds seem insurmountable, that you discover your true potential. Adversity is the forge in which your character is shaped. It reveals who you are under pressure. It shows you the limits of your current self and forces you to push beyond them. You find out, often in the hardest of ways, what you're really made of when you stare adversity in the face and keep going. You may not win every battle, but every battle faced makes you stronger. Overcoming adversity is not about avoiding the pain or the struggle. It's about how you navigate through it. It's about developing the mental toughness to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear. It's about showing up when it feels impossible, doing what needs to be done when you feel like you have nothing left to give. This doesn't mean pretending that it's easy or that you don't feel the weight of it all. It means recognizing that pain is temporary, but the strength you gain from overcoming it is permanent. Every challenge you face teaches you something invaluable. It teaches you patience, resilience, perseverance, and a deep understanding of your own limits and how to shatter them. In moments of adversity, it's crucial to remember that the story isn't over. Just because things seem bleak today doesn't mean they will remain this way. The greatest victories often come on the other side of the darkest struggles. The process of overcoming difficulty transforms you in ways that success never could. When you persist, when you refuse to give in, you begin to rewrite your narrative. You stop being defined by your failures or the obstacles in front of you and start being defined by your ability to rise from them stronger, wiser, and more determined than before. Adversity also teaches you humility. When things go wrong, when life challenges you, it's a reminder that you're not invincible. We all have limitations. We all face moments of weakness, but it's how we respond in those moments that matter most. You don't have to be perfect, but you have to be willing to keep moving, to keep learning, and to keep fighting for your future. The most successful people aren't those who never fail, but those who fail and rise again, again, and again, and again. Every setback is an opportunity to come back stronger, to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you thought possible. So when adversity comes, it will remember that it is not the end of the story. It is merely a chapter in the grand narrative of your life. Every challenge is an invitation to grow, to stretch beyond what you thought was possible, and to emerge with a strength and wisdom you couldn't have gained any other way. The harder the challenge, the greater the reward on the other side. And when you face adversity with courage, persistence, and the belief that you are capable of overcoming it, you unlock the kind of power that can carry you through anything life throws at you. Patience is one of the most underrated virtues in our fast-paced world. We live in a society that values instant results, where the expectation is that we should have what we want when we want it. We've grown accustomed to the convenience of fast food, instant messaging, and on-demand entertainment. But in the pursuit of our deepest goals and dreams, patience becomes a crucial element. True success doesn't come overnight, and the path to mastery isn't a straight line. It's a journey that requires time, effort, and a commitment to delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is about choosing to invest in your future instead of seeking immediate rewards. It's about understanding that the effort you put in today may not pay off tomorrow, but it will pay off in time. It's resisting the urge to settle for quick, temporary pleasures and instead focusing on long-term fulfillment. The most rewarding experiences in life, the ones that truly shape us, are the result of consistent, sustained effort over time. Whether it's building a career, developing a skill, or growing a relationship, the results that matter most are the ones that require you to be patient, to stay committed to the process even when the payoff isn't immediate